blazing at guys. Wild, crazy fucking haymaker punches, and most people just couldn't deal with the pressure. It was just too nuts, and I think that's exactly what's going on with this Cyborg chick. But now that if she was doing something and they caught her, and now they can keep her from doing something, she'll be like a woman again. She'll be like a strong woman instead of what she's like right now, which is like a strong man. You know?
Yeah. I just want to say something real quick. Gabby, I didn't, I forgot that I forgot that you lost weight and you're in great shape now. You look great. Keep it up. I think you used to be overweight. My memory may be a little foggy, but you look great now. Keep it up. I'm a big fan. I just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah, you gotta be careful sometimes you say things.
Yeah, she looks great. No, she looks great. I didn't realize. I forgot. That's right. She lost weight and she got into shape. She's like Big Country because Big Country used to be fat.
He's lost a lot of weight,
and he said that he didn't change his diet at all. That it's all just lifting weights.
That makes sense.
That's what he said.
That makes sense.
I'm like, keep lifting weights. You look great.
Well, he should be lifting weights anyway. I mean, he could lose so much weight and compete in lower weight classes if he wants to.
Yeah.
If he wants to fight at heavyweight, for him it's a struggle. He's got to put on as much muscle as he can.
He could get down at 205. I think.
Yeah.
And just like Fedor, I think Fedor should be shredded and ripped at 205. And he would, it's crazy how you could lose 2-3 fights in a row, and then you win a couple, and then you're back in the mix because he's back in the mix.
Fedor?
Yeah.
Really?
I think he's hell
I
yeah.
don't think so.
Dude,
Monson and Ishii,
but
it's like, who cares about those two wins?
Yes, but you got to look at his losses. He lost to Bigfoot. So fucking what? That guy was huge. So what? That doesn't say that he's washed up. And then he loses to Dan Henderson. He was beating Dan Henderson. He fucked up. And anybody that gets connected with anybody,
I wouldn't say he was beating Dan Henderson because he really didn't do anything to him. I would say it was a fight.
Yes,
it was a good fight. He wasn't. I wouldn't say he was beating him because I don't think he did anything.
He wasn't beating him, but he had him hurt. Call it whatever you want.
Well, he knocked him down, but I think it was more of a slip than anything when I watched it. And Henderson made the most of the situation. I mean, when he was on the bottom, he got out of it so quick. When he got under him and then hit him with that uppercut, man, that was beautiful.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
Was beautiful.
But you get knocked out by Henderson doesn't mean that you're washed up.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
It's true. Henderson can knock it out.
You lose into a black belt that's gigantic and there's a big weight advantage. That's not saying that you're washed up. In this sport, man, you could lose 2-3 fights in a row, bam, and people are calling for your head. I think Fedor's still very much in the mix. I think that he should get serious with his weight and shred down and get to 205 and fuck that division up. I think Fedor's still in the mix. And when you look at this brings us to the fight.
You don't think John Jones would just totally own him?
I don't know. And you know what? If John Jones beat him, that still doesn't mean Fedor's washed up.
I would love to see Fedor versus Machida. That would be badass.
Yeah. Remember Fedor Fujita?
Yeah.
That was the shit. The fight's really, really quick. It's like a minute long. That thing, they just came out fucking.
Is it only a minute long?
Yeah, it's like a minute and a half long. It's real short. Look up Fedor versus
Fujita.
Fujita.
Yeah, Fedor back in the Pride days, he was destroying people, but the level of competition was nowhere near what it's like today. It's amazing how quick it's changed. With Alistair, Cain Velasquez, Junior Dos Santos, just those three. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Those three can fuck with anybody throughout the history of the heavyweight division.
All of a sudden, the heavyweight division is incredibly stacked. Damn.
And Shane Carwin, once he gets healthy.
Check
Shane
this out.
Carwin's
just right away, they blast. Fedor versus Fujita. This was Fujita was big back then. I think this was like 2000.
Fujita looks so different
or
now.
something. 2003, 2005 maybe.
Fujita fought in a pro wrestling match in New Year's for Japan, and he don't look nothing like this anymore. He's lost all his muscle mass. He's just a guy with like normal sized shoulders and a barrel chest.
Yep. He was the great Jap Hope at this point.
Fedor would just smash guys, and that was the kicks on the ground as well. There's something about kicks on the ground that made shit a little crazier.
And then right here, check out this takedown defense. Fujita has got him in a single. He went for a double, and this takedown defense is awesome. Look at this.
Yeah, his takedown defense is nasty, and he's throwing punches at him while he's trying to take him down.
He got rocked right there. Fujita landed a left hook, and this is really the first time I think we've seen Fedor get rocked just right there where he wobbled just with that.
Yeah, look at that. Whoa.
He is on wobbly feet. The crowd's going nuts. The Japanese never go crazy. Look at the background.
If it was a better striker, he would have been done there.
Yeah.
If somebody knew how to push away, because Fedor took it to the ground.
The mistake here was Fujita wanted to take him to the ground. He should have stayed up with him.
Yeah, for sure.
And Fedor let him take him to the ground. He's going to recover in the guard. Now he's standing up again with the takedown defense. Look at this.
Yeah, that Sambo background is great.
Look how he pops up. He's on his ass, but look how he pops up again. And he's still wobbly. He's still wobbly. But look how he comes back. This is classic. Look at this body kick by Fedor. Watch. Boom, boom, boom. Body kick.
Oh,
boom.
man.
And then left hook and
he
then a right
would throw
hand.
fucking bombs at dudes. He was a killer. Oh, he got the rear naked with no hooks.
Yep.
No hooks. Look at that.
And then at the
Fell
end he
back.
puts it
Now
in,
he gets the hooks. Nice. That's the same rear naked the way he did Tim Sylvia, where he grips it right underneath your esophagus.
Gable grips it. Boom.
And goes right into your throat with that.
Yep.
Yeah, he's back in those days, man. You know, Dana keeps saying Fedor sucks. Like he said it in some interview recently. Like, what do you think of Fedor? And he's like, Fedor sucks.
Yeah,
I can't believe he says that.
It's
well, you know, it's part of it is, you know, he had to deal with the management and all the nonsense that they were trying to have a co-promotion with the UFC, and the UFC's like, are you crazy? You're gonna take half the promotion because you have one guy and you think this guy's the greatest ever? And Dana said it to him. He says, look, this guy loses one fight. One guy punches him, one guy catches him, and you know it can happen. It can happen to anybody in this crazy sport. And he's not worth anything. Like, get him in the fucking UFC right away. Let's do this. Stop your fucking co-promotion. Stop your crazy talk. But they couldn't put it together. And then whoever was managing Fedor, boy, did they fuck up. Boy, did they miss out on a lot of money. And, dude, we could have saw Fedor versus Brock. Do you know how nutty that could have been? That could have been very, very interesting. You know, Brock is, if you had the Brock before his diverticulitis surgery, you know, I don't know what that took out of him, but you know, and then there's also the factor that it was Overeem that was hitting him in the body. He's the most vicious knee striker in the fucking sport. When Overeem gets a hold of you in the clinch and those knees come, that's a different kind of knee, man. That is a different experience. That knee's coming way faster than you thought it would. It's hitting you way harder than you thought it would. When I watch Overeem knee people to the body, it's so intense, man. The power in that guy's knees, it's so next level. You know, he would have done that. He could have done that to Brock at any stage in Brock's life, I believe, if Brock couldn't have got the takedown.
You know what's interesting about that fight was that was the first fight that Brock Overeem fight a couple weeks ago. That was the first UFC that I've seen as a spectator in Vegas since 2003 or 2.
Oh, wow.
That was the first one. I was so wasted. I got so drunk. Everyone's buying me shots. Dudes from Toronto are buying me shots.
Yeah.
I'm like drinking Blue Moon beers all night. I blacked out at the end of the night, passed out in the hotel. I woke up. I knew Overeem won, but I didn't know exactly how he won. But I knew he won. I had no recollection of Nick Diaz, Donald Cerrone at all.
Really?
I didn't know how that went at all, man.
I saw a photo and I
much.
thought you were tripping on acid because you look so fucked up.
Yeah, man. I was having so much fun. The greatest show ever invented.
The Indian came out, dog.
Yeah, the Indian came out in full force, man. I scalped a couple motherfuckers, too.
Hey. For those that don't know, that's what Joey Diaz always said about Eddie Bravo. Give him a couple drinks and that Indian comes out. Because apparently, according to Joey Diaz, Indians and Mexicans are related. It's all the same bloodline, dog.
And if I drink too much, like there's a lot of people that have Indians inside of them that come out. If the Indian comes out, odds are I'm gonna forget 95% of the night.
I've been in some situations with Eddie where I had to like hold his fucking hand and walk him home.
What about Germany?
Germany was a couple different ones. How about England when I had to wake you up?